Hello everyone, welcome back to another live stream here on the twitch.tv/Xisuma, playing some Factorio today. Hero Blender, thank you for the bananas in chat, letting me know that we're live. Got some science going. Been playing a fair bit of this game since I last did a stream. Don't really feel like doing too much of a recap, but I set up a ship that goes between all of my planets, carrying around lots of goodies. I got an ore processing experiment. It's got turrets just because I copy-pasted the design and adapted it. It sends down... Oh, interesting. I found a problem. Why is it full of calcite? This is the problem with this game. Wherever you go, you find something that needs fixing. Oh, do you know what I think it is? I think it's because the supply of calcite is backed up somewhere. Here we go. So I guess what I need is like a condition. If we fall down here, we don't need any of that stuff. Let's go at it quickly while people tune in at the beginning here. Chewy Pepper, welcome to the stream. Lightly Lucid, Average AAA Batteries, Blues Wolf, Rec 1069, Pumpkin and I. Hello there. What a great username. Bat Rose. Hi guys, I'm on my way home. Thanks for letting us know. I was wondering who was on their way home today. I was wondering about that. We could also send up some more storage space, but that's not really solving the problem, is it? So, I just want to eject this, basically. Once that's full. There isn't, like, really much of a clear path. Unless... I mean, we're not using these, right? So, this can all go. Then we'll have to use a belt like so. Then we'll have to set up a little bit of void here. Alright, so anything that ends up on that belt... It's a bit over the top. Okay, we'll put there. So, no, don't... Oh, what did it chuck out? I bet something valuable, right? Send out some gun turrets. See you later. Calcite. Then we need a condition, so... I think we were reading the contents, yep. So let's go select calcite again. So we got 22,000 in there, so if ever you got like 500, this thing's active. There you go, problem solved. Right, that's the problem with this game. Whatever it is you want to do, you find a problem and get distracted. Salacidon, thank you ever so much for the Prime subscription. 17 months right there. Welcome to the stream, my dude. Thank you for your support. Lots of you commenting on Turkey Day. It's Thanksgiving, yes. It's Thanksgiving. So I was trying to do a little brief summary. Gleba's been interesting. Oh yeah, that's something I should mention. I've had to use console commands to kind of save my game. So one of the things that I've done is I've added a rule that stops biters advancing, which I'm a bit bummed out about, but basically I was sick of going to Gleba and repairing it. And it got to a point where I had walls of lasers like 5 deep, just stacked all the way across. And these big pentapod creatures would just come across and absolutely destroy the base in seconds. They were so strong. It was just a complete joke. Like, I was bouncing back and forth between saves, and I couldn't get my factory going again. So that was really disappointing. Then I had this setup running for a long time, and again, it just at one point just kind of like crashed and died, and I couldn't figure out why. So then you end up like you're coming up with all these different like little solutions and things, and then you find a new reason that it dies, and I can't remember what it was last time. But I went and added these little delivery spots. They come from over here. This seems to be a much more robust factory. So I sort of bootstrapped a second one on. It kind of starts off of this one. Anyway, it was a good project. It was fun to engineer all this stuff. I now produce a heck of a lot of science, and I think... Yeah, look at this. It's picking up some science right now. So this one is orbiting Gleba. It might be that building a better ship here now would be like one of the next steps to take. Oh, look at this. It's got tons of spoilage on board. That's going to fill up at some point. So again, I'm gonna go write that in my notes because I'll fix that. And now I'm not sure if like this is an old problem where stuff has gone spoiled or if it's spoiled recently, but I think it's good. It's good. You kind of want to make some tea, but you already packed it away. I've got a hot cup of tea right here. I got a hot cup of tea. Lightly Lucy says, Xisuma distracted? No. Anyone who plays this game will suffer it because there's always stuff happening. Maybe you need a bit of discipline just to ignore it sometimes and crack on. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff going. I'm not sure what else I'm going to show. I got my first Spidertron here. On Fulgura, I got some plans to start doing the, whatever we call this, legendary. So getting the different types of items. What I'm doing, I'm going to start with this setup, is to create quality modules inside of the recyclers. I could show you a little bit of this in action, actually. So scrap is going to go in, and it's going to be sent through here and get cycled out again. So this thing has like, it'll keep 100 of those in there, but then everything else gets recycled. Same here. 100 of those, and it gets recycled. 100 and 100. All right, so here comes some items, and if we're lucky, look, there you go, 2 dots. All right. That's kind of the concept. Then some of that stuff starts to come back out, and sometimes it will have 2 dots and get upcycled into 3 dots or whatever. That's the general concept here. Took me a fair bit of time to figure this out. I had all sorts of designs with splitters and filters on them, and everything kept breaking until I created this little loop here. That was how I got this to work. So it sorts out the different items, and then when these are over 100, they're gonna send them off to be recycled again, right? Anyway, still in development because we're probably going to add more items to this system. Because then what I want to do after that is I want to start crafting stuff sort of off of this belt. So robots are going to go and help craft each of these different levels based on what's available inside of here. Then some other stuff will get involved. You got to make all of this out of the tier, right? So we'll start to accumulate these items, but then there'll be items, and I think I just spotted another one actually. There'll be items here that we need to add to the system. Which is why I'm probably going to put more stuff on those belts. Have I gone past it, or am I being a dum-dum? Or do I make it... Oh, you make it in one of those, okay. So we're going to want one of those over here as well. We start making that stuff, we upcycle it into here. Goes around in a loop, and then your bots are going to pull out the different tier components for electronic circuits, etc. And that's going to assist bringing them all the way up to legendary. That's the way it's going to work for me in my head. Because not only are we going to scrap, we're going to craft. So like when you've got some tier 2, some tier 3 stuff, you can guarantee getting the next level, I think, or the same or better through crafting. So that's why we have this set up. And then this is mostly for scrap, and then overflow comes back out in it. So anyway, I think that will support crafting all of these different things up to the legendary tier. Now, how we get legendary is by going to Aquilo. So I've done all the prep for going to Aquilo. You're going to like this. I am going to treat going to this planet different to the last ones. Thorex says, did you know Factorio was inspired by modded Minecraft, specifically the Thermal series mods? I did, yeah. I've been playing this game since the very beginning. Mark New, 22 months. Scar got the Prime, so you will have to do with a normal. Happy holiday and gaming. Thank you, my dude. I appreciate it. I haven't seen Scar like on the server or live in a while. I haven't noticed him, but thank you for resubbing, dude. Appreciate it. I think we're just playing at completely opposite times. Is it just me, or does everyone get notifications from the live? It's been days and you don't get notifications. I don't know. Someone always has a problem. Right, I'm gonna get rid of this. Can I get rid of that? I'm not messing around with Spidertron right now. I'm trying to. I've got to. It's a thing. I've got to try and organize this and get it better soon, and also sort out these hotkeys. There's so much to do. Oh my god. I was wondering how you customize this. It's literally that little button there. Hilarious. Right, let's go check out how we're going to go to Aquilo. I've unlocked it. I've done the research. We're doing the atomic bomb research right now. And then we're going to do workers after that. So I'm not really making use of any of those green potions that are going to arrive back in a minute. I think I might just let them spoil, because I'll get distracted. So this has been tested a bunch of times. It kind of looks like the belt is ridiculously full. Yeah. Why 200? Enable, disable. Are you like the wrong way around? No. How did we get 200 on there? Interesting. Again, you just play this game and get distracted and there's problems. Anyway, if you look at the numbers there, they're all limited by what can be pulled out of here, right? 30. So we keep a limited amount on the belt. It's less than before because the belts are faster. I'm doing this with the turbo belts, which I unlocked on Gleba. No, sorry, Volcanus. And then there's some other interesting little quirks, like when you have two items being stored in one of these, if your belt fills up for one of them, it blocks the other. So now I have this condition here that means we're sort of continuously processing and throwing away the excess bits off the... I mean, literally, that is evidence of what I'm talking about. If we go to the other side, similar picture, because we're continually processing. But yeah, in order to get to Aquilo, we need lots of weapons. I have researched rockets. That's why we've got loads of rockets on the belt. They are targeting the bigger asteroids, which I've tested this flight run, by the way. I was supposed to have started it already because in order to get to Aquilo, it'll jump to Gleba. So what we're going to do is add a Gleba station. Oh, I don't know. Just do that, and then nothing will happen. This ship can go just about from Gleba, from Navus straight to Aquilo via Gleba. The reason I'm sending it to Gleba is so that we do the first run, then we can give it a bit of time to restock. But here's what it looks like. We've got loads of weapons up the top here. We've got a belt that holds lots of ammunition, tons of solar power. Down the bottom here, we've got 4 tanks of thrust. That will get us all the way from Navus to Aquilo. I just realized I never got on the ship. Oh dear lord. And I fixed up a bunch. 1 minute ago, will that be enough? Because I fixed up a bunch of stuff, right? Oh, how lucky. How lucky am I? That's hilarious. I'm all ready to go up there as well. That's hilarious. We'll go up to Aquilo. There we go. That's the way we do it. So the thing that I forgot to mention is that on this ship, I've already brought with me tons of stuff. You'll see here we've got this category called Aquilo requests. I've actually like sorted a lot of these into imports and exports. So each planet is sort of prepared to send things up and pull things down, and then I can kind of duplicate those lists and use it to pull things up from the planet. So I've just pulled up all of this stuff because I don't know what it's going to be like. Are we going to start from 0 on this planet? Because it feels like this one's brutal and you need to go and be prepared. The hints and tips kind of sounded like you needed to be prepared as well. So seems like that's the way to do it. Okay, let's add Gleba. Then let's put in circuit condition and then go to Gleba. Now, for any experts in chat who might be able to help me, this stuff works on some of my ships, right? I'm not sure what I've missed, but on this one, I have to do everything manually. Like, there you can see it's not picking up a number. Fair enough, something's wrong. On this one, it does pick up the number and it doesn't work. I don't understand what the heck is going on here. With this one, there must be something wrong with the connection, but the thing is, it's properly, like, connected up to all of this. You can see the wire going from there to there, and you can see what's on the wire. Yet inside of here, we don't read anything. Where are we getting... We're just getting attacked on Navas, yeah. Oh, that was a really strong attack. This is connected to our main base, so that will get repaired. We don't have to worry about that. The Black Ranger PL, 102 months. These months really seem to fly by. Have a great stream, everyone. 102, that's absolutely amazing. Thanks so much for sticking around. And thanks for resubbing. You just got back from your town's annual race. What's the goal of the stream? Well, to go to Aquilo. I'm all prepped and ready to go. I also want to... Right, we stopped at Gleba. I want to do a little thing while we're here. We've got rockets, and we'll probably be... Actually, no, we won't be restocking any because the journey to Gleba doesn't have... Oh, no, wait. It does. Look, they're shooting. They're shooting when we're stationary. That's interesting. Okay. Maybe we will do a little something then. So we're going to grab... No. Do it again. Grab this. Put on a filter. For a rocket. Okay. Then we just want to move that. Right, now remember how... Look, that thing... Should it be putting rockets on there? Yeah, it should, because there's one. Okay, fair enough. Oh. Let's move that. There we go. So we'll get rid of all those rockets. I would like to get rid of the ammunition as well. 86. Now's probably a good time to restock. Just keep an eye on how much is on the belt. So for ammunition, the total amount is like supposed to be 100. Okay, we're over that now. So let's cancel that. I guess that's kind of served its purpose. I'm not sure if we're still restocking any turrets. Kind of looks like there's not a lot of activity. Okay, put those back. Right, now we can see the rockets are okay. And we've got 100 rockets on the belt and more than enough ammo. So now we can basically go to Aquilo. The tanks aren't quite full. Oh, there's something really cool down here. But I don't think it's working for some reason. Okay, so we've got a constant combinator here. And what it does is it creates a clock because the output is looped back into itself. So the clock counts up to 60 and goes back down to 0. And then what we do is we turn on our pumps when we're over 40. And this allows you to use your thrusters in a different way where they're more fuel efficient. The only thing is the pumps just seem to work no matter what. Yet on a different ship I've set it up very similar to this, and it works. Strange stuff. Anyway, we're heading to Aquilo. So this journey is going to be a little more rough, but we stopped on the way to stock up and make sure we got full ammunition. Have I stopped using AI unnecessarily yet, says the Curly Fries. What does that mean? I mean, AI isn't... There isn't like an AI thing in this game? Okay, let's focus on what's happening here. So, we're getting some big ones coming through. You can see that when the rockets hit them. Looks like it takes a couple of rocket hits to take the asteroids out. By the way, this ship is supposed to be slim, because apparently the width of the ship impacts its speed and stuff. Right, we're about halfway there. Let's check the thrusters. So, look, their efficiency, where is it listed, is 51%. This thing is supposed to control the pumps, but the pumps are just always active. Actually, you know what? Shouldn't there be a number on that? The F signal goes to here. You can see it moving through. Then when the wire comes here, it doesn't actually read the F signal, right? So what happened? Did I put the wrong letter in? That would be the most typical thing ever. Oh my god, it just has the wrong letter. Right, okay. Just how long does it take me to notice these things? So we're reaching the end of our journey now, and those pipes would have been full of this stuff, so we won't see the effect of it. But now this thing pauses. Can you see the red light? So it should become more efficient. It means we travel slower, but we use less fuel. And that's probably better on a ship that's going to travel around a lot. Alright, reaching the end of our journey, you can see that we are starting to run out of rockets. Wow. That belt could do with being bigger. I could add in like little wiggles, possibly, to increase the amount of storage it has. That's an interesting concept. But we just about made it. Got quite a lot of missing ammunition. Also, notice the power drain right now. So what just kicked in? What is green? That's the accumulators coming in. And it's just a case of everything's kicking in, everything's doing stuff again. But that should sort itself out before long. Look at this. That's interesting. So if that stopped working because of power, possibly like a backup of items could mess with us too. Interesting. Wow, we're getting a ton of ice. Maybe there's just more of those in this. Oh, do you know what? There's a thing that you can do. There's supposed to be like an asteroid distribution chart. These are asteroids, right? I don't know. There's supposed to be some sort of asteroid distribution chart. And maybe out here we get more of the ice type, is the idea. But anyway, let's go ahead and make a tiny modification. Because if we do this, we just get to store a tiny amount more on the belt. That is very satisfying how that just uses up like every little nook of space there. And that's about as much as I can do. Anyway, this thing's going to sit here and recover, and now I can send myself down to the planet. This is the exciting bit, right? The bottom row in that menu you were just at, says Five Ross. Thanks for letting me know, dude. The bottom row in that menu. Oh, maybe you were referring to something different. Or is that... No, there's definitely not more. I cannot... There's also a Ashter... Yeah, and then you got nothing. An icon with 2 planets. So that's... So your journey from Aquilo to Solar System Edge... Now you can see the distribution and based on the distance. Interesting. So let's go back to this menu and click on, like, let's start with Navus. Okay, now maybe we'll click on one of these. Oh, okay, because it's the biggest one, it appears out there. So a medium one, there you go. So like Navus to Gleba. This information might be useful. I'm not sure when, because the way you can engineer stuff in this game, you're not on that much of a fine edge once you reach a certain sort of critical mass, if that makes sense. But let's say you head into Volcanus. Similar distribution. Okay, let's try this one. Let's say you're going between these 2 planets. Oh, now it's very, very different. But I'm not sure where these would impact. Maybe there, right? So there's a very low amount of oxoid asteroid. So if you're going between Volcanus and Gleba, that could be a bit of a challenge. Anyway, let's check on power. It's still pretty flatlined. Everything is running. This number has come down. I've just realized. I'm not sure if you can see how much production or satisfaction you've got, but because we traveled further away from the sun, the solar is not as useful out here, right? That's what I've just realized. As much as you prepare, there's always something. Anyway, we've got nothing else to do but to drop down to the planet, so let's get into it. Let's drop down to Aquilo. By the way, it looks like a whole bunch of my ammunition is getting wasted on those big ones, just resting outside of the vessel. And that's made me realize something. Before we do too much here, oh, don't tell me that's literally up here. Like, what if one of these drifts into this? That's a big problem. Because these things are set to target them. Oh my god, this thing might be sitting here like a sitting duck now. Oh my god, wait. Oh, I spent the some of my time today redesigning this ship several times for the trip. Once I figured out, yeah, okay, it's good enough to make the trip now, I thought that's fine. But now I learn, things are different when you're parked out here. Look at that one, that's just going to drift in and wreck us. So we're never really going to get the production up, are we? Because it's always going to operate at this slower amount because we're all the way out here. Don't blow it up. Hopefully, while we're down on the planet, hopefully my repair packs will keep us going. Where are they? 92. Oh, they're going to get used up, aren't they? Oh, we're just sitting here. We're just sitting here getting attacked, basically. And that thing is trying to hit them, but they have to be at a certain range. It kind of looks like it might calm down now. Let's not get distracted. There's definitely... Oh, no, wait. Did those get destroyed? Because those are good top tier ones. Oh, dear. That makes the trip back especially difficult. Okay. If I were to go back and start again, what could we really do? Oh, dang it. I thought we were all ready to jump in. So typical of this game. I think that's the one that we jump back to. I've been streaming for 28 minutes. That would be going back to before we left. Okay. Let's see. What did we do earlier? What fixes did we do? We found... We got rockets out of here. That wasn't... It was this thing. This was the main fix that we did. Was just to put the correct letter in. I'm sure there was some other little detail as well. How have we been playing for 28 minutes? I thought we haven't even started yet. Okay. Okay, so it kind of feels to me like it might be smart to just open up this space and put in a few more solar panels. And then we definitely want more repair packs. So before we leave, let's get some from the surface, and that'll keep us alive while we're up there. So I've got a couple more of those I could put in. Right, so we're going to rip out that. One over here. Because being symmetrical and all that. Okay, and then we'll switch to the regular types. Because that's all like... You know what, I might... if we go back down to the planet, let's go back. That Almond Monkey, 74 months. Thank you so much, my dude. No. I mean, I could start making some, but I've shipped them all up there. No message to that one. Thank you, my dude, though. Really appreciate it, as always. Thanks for tuning in again, subscribing again. Well, the rockets are being sent up, and they're just sending up repair packs. And then they're going to send up probably some platforms. Oh, boy. I thought I was all prepared. Yeah, regular solar panel. This won't make that big of a difference, by the way. But I think we'll go with that. Oh, do they... Oh, no, they are going to build them. Okay, we can ignore those alerts. Oh, no, we are going to ship some more up. Maybe that last one will tweak it. Yeah, we'll bring it in there. So it's going to bring up some more solar panels next. Then probably some more wall. And some more platform. And notice how our nice, elegant design keeps becoming less and less elegant. Right, some much needed extra power down this end. Up the top here, like, are there any clever things we could do? Oh, we did the little wigglies, didn't we? We can do the wigglies again. When it comes to storage here, unless you're willing to store the stuff in here using some logistics, you're kind of stuck to putting stuff on the belts. This ain't going to make a big difference, though, as you saw. We only just made it, so a few extra rockets on the line, not going to be a big deal. Ideally, you want nuclear reactor on a ship to Aquilo. I wish I'd have known. I wish I'd have known. We're going to have to wing it. We're going to have to wing it, aren't we? Let's check the rockets. Yeah, the rockets are doing requests, right? Because we put on... We put on auto? Oh, I probably didn't. No, I didn't. Okay, we'll cancel that then, and then we'll bring up the auto requests. Any other tips? Any other ideas? Adding 1 or 2 gun turrets is probably not going to make much of a difference. There's probably a little bit of space up the top here, actually, for a couple extra gun turrets. I can put one there. And then maybe one again. Do that. Hey, why not? Yeah. Okay. Nope. Right, and then these things, they got bashed up a bit by some asteroids, right? They can kind of reach around, so maybe a couple extra bits of that will help protect them. Probably not. Now, we could possibly do a little more of this, a little bit of wiggle, because we've added in a little extra space. It's not much, but every little helps. Could possibly take these accumulators out. Ah, now this looks promising. Whoops. That's alright, that's adding in a little extra, isn't it? These little tweaks will not make the biggest of differences, I'll tell you that now. Alright, but I think we made all of them, so we're gonna save before we go. And I need to get on. So yeah, let's pick one. Travel to space platform. We're gonna go to Aquilo transport. Maddie says there are some rocket turrets without enemy filters. Well spotted. In my many rebuilds, that has something that, yeah, has been sort of overlooked on occasion. That is super helpful. And that is all of them, right? I think that's all of them. Okay, again... we won't save. Right. So we have to add one for Gleba. And now we travel to Gleba. Let's turn that off. Bam. Alright. Attempt number 2, I guess. Attempt number 2. Badger says, I can see why you've been dreaming of Factorio. Yeah, a little bit of a story from one of my other streams. This game, I think this game was like ruining my sleep. And just messing with my head. And then I just kind of got over it. Like, I just don't feel like as obsessed about it anymore. I'm kind of seeing it as like a number goes up game when you keep repeating the same challenges over and over again. So I haven't been playing it as much the last couple of days, and you know, I just do little things at a time. And I've been back on Minecraft, actually really inspired, doing building and some other stuff, and yeah, just feeling good about it. But hey, I got to the point where it's like, oh, you know, Aquilo's next. I might as well do that on a stream. So here we are. And despite trying to prepare today, there's always something you haven't thought of. It's something I tend to not like in games, is when you get punished because of ignorance. I rarely enjoy that in a game. I'm not going to be like, oh, you know, we put all this effort into going into Aquilo, we landed on the planet, and then, oh, my ship, it's sat up there and got destroyed. Oh, you know, that just annoys me. I don't get much gratification, satisfaction. I don't know what I was trying to say then. Yeah, I don't find that a very gratifying experience. Still got an insane amount of these things on the belt, right? Also, you're putting more on it. Is it? Is that thing? Oh my god, look, that's what it is. Little details like that, you can just miss them. Don't know how that happened. It was hooked up, but it didn't. There's another one here. Wait a minute, what are you hooked up to? Because this one was working. Let's just do that for now, because that's its purpose. Kind of looks like it's hooked up to that thing. Well, it's doing what it needs to. And you can see there's room on the belt. Actually, no, the rockets are full. Ammunition isn't. We got to wait for ammo to refill. So I guess, yeah, with all those 500. How did we get so many rockets on here? We're going to be well and truly prepped for our next trip. All right, look, 6.2 megawatts. What did I say earlier about the amount of megawattage? I think we're just we'll take the leap now. We've waited longer than we did last time as well. Did the fuel efficiency thing work? That's another question. Yeah, look at that. So we've got loads and loads of fuel. Okay, and we definitely fixed that. All right. So now when we take this trip, we want to monitor a couple of things. We're going to monitor our fuel efficiency. And we want to look at... I can't remember what the other thing was. Probably the rockets. Just watch the rockets. Watch their numbers change. We've got loads and loads of rockets to shoot now. All right, fuel efficiency. Apparently 51%. Now, I believe that's because this bit here would be full at this point in time. It's not really changing, is it? Maybe this number needs to be lower. And then we might see something change. It works on one of my other ships. I don't know why this is different. There's no other connection here, right? The pump takes it from there into this bit, so it's controlling how much liquid is going in. It's half on, half off at the moment. But it just seems to be perfectly fine. Is that just back on Navis? It is. Wow. So I guess Another thought just crossed my mind. When this ammunition runs out, the rockets only shoot at the big things. It might be worth having one of them shoot only at small ones. There's a bit of a fallback, but we don't need to change anything right now. The amount of rockets, though, that we got on this belt, 500 or something? Might actually be worth having the rockets shoot at the smaller ones. Things are getting close, really close. Goodness me. Whew! I'm really worried about losing this thing. I don't like that it's there now. I feel like it'd probably be better to have two poking out the sides with like walls on them. We've still got ammo up the front, thank goodness. The belt of ammo here is gone, but now we're arriving. Let's check that efficiency thing. 51%? It's not working like it did on the others. You know what? Which one did I put it on? This one here, right? It's got 7 thrusters. It might be that when this thing needs to be even lower because there's even less thrusters. So I don't know if we're going to get to see this again today, but you know. Now it's 20. Okay, right, let's check power. Oh, look at that. We're actually keeping up with it. Is this going to lower? Did those solar panels really make that much of a difference? Because we got loads of like 3-star ones here. I need to use the correct terminology for this stuff, don't I? Rare. We got 3 rares. God, why don't I do that? Oh, we need ammunition. We need ammunition. This thing is... Wait, here you go. Look, we ran out of power. Oh, that's why we looked too soon. So our accumulator was fulfilling it. Now we got 1.9. And we're just going to kind of be sitting here for a while. I'm going to go down to the planet. This time I got to leave it and just hope we'll be okay. This is what we came here for, right? This is what we came here for. What does happen when you lose, says 4Gil? When you die, you respawn without your stuff. At least on Navus. I don't know what happens if you die on a different planet. I mean, the concept of respawning is a strange one to begin with, but then across multiple planets, I mean, it'd be really weird if you respawned on Navus. I don't know. Black Ranger says, unfortunately, my break is finishing up, so I have to go. Have fun, peeps. And X playing, of course. Oh, thank you, my dude. Alright, so... I'm really interested in starting from scratch. That could be fun. But I've got all my supplies up top. If we need them. Oh, yeah, of course. That's going to happen. Right, so... Oh, Holium comes from a different planet. Or maybe it doesn't. So we've got lithium. Lithium is the least dense solid element, highly flammable and difficult to store. Okay. Then after that... So once we've made a lithium plate, we'll get a cryogenic plant. I'm going to guess there's stone somewhere here on this planet, right? So we're getting ice platform. Oh, and lithium. Ice platform is for bridging across the water. What's on this mini... Oh, okay. Minimap tells us things. That, I'm going to guess, is where the liquid ammonium comes from. I've read all the things in the game, or looked at all the things in the game. Here it is. This stuff unlocked earlier. So I was like... Oh, did I bring any pumps for me? Oh my god, I didn't bring a water pump. Water pump isn't on here. I didn't notice that. Despite studying all of this, I didn't notice the water pipe. Why? What is wrong with me? Anyway, lithium makes lithium plate, and lithium is made from those things. I mean, we're just going to take it a step at a time, right? I'm not going to figure it all out in one go. By the way, I can fly, so that's interesting. Just hop around from the little islands. I'm getting the feeling though this is a planet you should do with stuff that you drop down from the ship. Unless I'm supposed to use this, like, ice platform to get to whatever that is. Can I then remove that? I can. My robots would do that, right? But I can't right-click it. So what happens when I go right onto where that is? It just disappears. Okay, never mind, never mind. So more of the same over here. X continues on his mission to destroy sleep by thinking about Factorio. I'm over it, I'm over it. This planet would be insane without mech suits. Yeah, it probably would. Well, the thing is, you're probably going to come here with that tech, right? Like, there's this thing about being able to start all of the planets. Start on the different planets, but I don't... Oh, that might be a different thing over here. That's highlighted different. Yeah, sorry, let's start again. There's this thing about being able to start on any of the planets from scratch, but I don't think this one counts. Because I think you need to send stuff down. It really looks like you're given so little stuff on this planet that you need to have come here with a ship full of supplies, which is what we did. Aquilo's very different, says Fireross. Well, please confirm my suspicion if you know. Am I sending stuff down from my ship? Because if there's a way to do it without, I would like to explore that, but it really doesn't look like that's the case. There is no suggestion of some sort of crafting recipe to create anything. Yes, can't get most of the resources here. That's why you have to go there last. Okay, then I'm happy with that. I'm super annoyed that I shipped the wrong pump up to the ship though. Which, please don't tell me I need that to get started here. I mean, it is... Oh, for some reason I just didn't look at the first one. But if now we know where we get ammonia from, then I've got ice. So I get ice and ammonia from the ocean stuff. You do need offshore pumps. I'm just going to give myself one, because otherwise I've got to load the game, go back, etc, etc. Alright, Factorio console. I've already used a console command before, so... yeah. I can't remember how I found the command. Add items to the player's inventory. There you go. This is the one. This is the one. Okay. You know, I would have sent 50 up because I'd send them all in stacks. So let's get the correct name. It's on this one, isn't it? No, that's the pump. Offshore pump. That's the one. Okay. That's... Oh, they come in 20s, do they? Well, I feel very cheaty now. I would have only sent up 20. I thought they were in stacks of 50. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I will send down some chests and put those aside so that we have the proper challenge. Alright. I pretty much need to send down everything, I think, so... Ooh, it looks like I did have a stash of belts and they got used creating the platforms. That's interesting. That's probably a big problem, right? Oh, there's always something. Again, now I'm very tempted just to use a command. Otherwise, I'm reloading the game and going back and getting that stuff. I hope I don't have to use that. That sucks. That sucks. Yeah, all of this stuff was... The intention was to send it down. I'll keep a little bit up here, maybe. Send down my bots, my chests, Roboport. Won't send Combinator stuff down just yet. I don't think we're going to need Landfill. But by the way, the concrete, I got the tip for that from reading the wiki, so... I'm not sure if we're going to need a big mining drill, but we'll send down the pump jack. Then we're going to need these things. Definitely need a couple of those. Then after that, I don't know. Endgame, I had a permanent ship in orbit to harvest asteroids to send down. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Oh, wow. Hang on a second. Where's the robots? I need my robots. Where they at, homie? Apparently they don't work as well on this one. That's logistics. They don't do this kind of stuff, though, do they? So where is construction robots? Where art thou, homie? I ain't seen construction robots. They won't land in the water, will they? That would suck. Hello. It's that one. There's literally one more to do. Oh, it always works like that, doesn't it? It always works like that. Now, I read that these wouldn't work as well on this planet. Maybe they consume more power quickly, because normally they wouldn't charge that much. Oh boy, I'm annoyed about the belts thing. I do not want to do more cheating in of items, but there's no way I'm going all the way back again. Although, I could send the ship back and whatnot. Is it even ready for a trip back? Like, look at this. No ammunition stocked up. I did a bunch of... I used a calculator thing to tell me the ratios of, like, how many furnaces with modules and stuff. Now, I don't know if I've got the right amount or not, because they get backed up with lots and lots of iron. So when we start... Here you go. Look, that one's empty. That one's empty. So when we start making ammunition... In theory, one of those is balanced to 12 of these, but it doesn't look like it because they start storing a lot. But there's a heck of a lot of it. It feels like adding a second one of those could be smart. Out here, though, okay, we're on top of power consumption now. If I wanted to, I'd have to remove a few things, so I probably won't. But yeah, we're in no condition to send it back. I'm probably just going to summon some in because I would have just taken them from the planet anyway. Yeah, I'm here to have fun, not to faff around. So, how do we get started? We got to look into that tech tree. Chemical plant and the offshore pump. Let's make a new hotbar for this planet. Because we're going to need these things, which means we're going to want... do you know what? I don't need any of this stuff right now, so we'll go back down to that one. Okay, then we're going to need the pump. We'll probably manually put in ice, so we're going to get the ammonia stuff. And then we need crude oil. Where the heck do we get crude oil from? I'll tell you what, there's some vents here, isn't there? This seems to be the line that takes you to rocket fuel. Now, if we go back to this, what it wants us to do next is to make a lithium plate. So that should really be our goal, is to make a lithium plate. And all we need to do is smelt that. So, did I bring electric furnaces? Yes. Okay, so I guess let's just put this down somewhere. Right, it's frozen. That's interesting. Okay, power. Apparently the power stuff doesn't freeze. So we need to create heat, and it will accept water. But this isn't water. This is brash ice, a source of ammoniacal solution. Did we get water from this? Well, we get ice. Can't we use ice to make water? There it is. But how do we start that process without power? Oh no, wait, we got power. It's the frozen thing. But then that thing's going to be frozen. Interesting. Okay, so we can take some of the ice that we have in our inventory, and we can turn it into water. Uses heat energy to turn water into steam. I've got it the wrong way around in my head. I know that we need these things. We don't need water. How do we create heat? You need the heat tower. I put some on the ship, I'm sure of it. I remember doing that. I remember putting the heat tower up here. It's not in... Oh my god. I remember... I'm going to have to cheat him in again. I remember... Maybe I made a mental note to do that and just forgot. Because you're always getting distracted. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Again, what am I going to do? Reload the game from 50 minutes ago just to send up some heating towers? Okay, heating tower. And they're in a stack of 20, right? Okay, let's go here. This time we'll do it right. Oh boy. By the way, I haven't watched any videos of like someone playing here, so I did want to do this one blind, and I read all the tooltips and stuff. Yeah, that's where I saw it. It was in... No, it was in here. It mentions the heating tower, I think. Yeah, look, heating mechanics, right? I read all of this earlier. So I knew I needed it, and then I don't know, maybe when I've been loading and unloading the world and testing stuff, it didn't get sent up to the ship at some point. Right. Now what's going in there is rocket fuel at the moment? Does this mean I was also supposed to bring a fuel source with me? Because... how would I supposed to know? Any fuel works. Was I also supposed... Can I ship down fuel from up here? Is that another thing? What can we make? What's the fuel... Like, I can make coal. So if I put coal inside of here, then we can send down coal. Interesting. That's a cool way to do it. Right, I think I'm going to just sacrifice one of these because we don't really ever use it. So, yeah, wait. Ugh. Let's get rid of that a little bit. Oh, I got no belts because they're down on the planet. Oh, you're just driving me nuts now. That's not even going to be... do I have to, like, sacrifice a bit of belt from somewhere? I could change one of these underground belts. I don't want to mess with that. I like it. That doesn't go into here. Oh, do you know what? I know what to do. What? I sent them all down as well. Oh, this is so silly. Average start experience in a new planet, says Caboose. Yeah, isn't it just? Isn't it just? Now this won't work, right? Like, there's no way to then... So I've got to get it in from a different position. Okay, I can see what to do now. I'm just going to disable 2 of those. I'm going to do this. This is so hodgepodge. There we go. Now we just need some coal to come around. Let's go ahead and change this number to like... well, actually, there's only one on the belt. It's that thing there that's probably... So I have to make a bit of a choice now. We're going to sacrifice making our rockets, which appear to be in good shape, so we won't worry about that too much. This should mean that coal can now come in. Should see it come round. Low on carbon at the moment. We do need ammunition to shoot these asteroids. Oh gosh. This game is brutal. This is like Gleba and Volcanus. I'm like an hour in and I haven't built the base yet. It's like, it's never easy to get going. Have a factory make some belts, says Dermot the Freg. Let's have a look. Oh, actually, I don't want to mess with that. Wait, I don't have any of them. I sent them down as well. No, I can't. I sent it all down. This is ridiculous. I should have sent more supplies, I guess. 2 stacks of everything. We'll see if we can flim-flam it. We're just not getting any carbon now, so now we're waiting for the right asteroid to deliver. I'm so tempted to cheat in more stuff now. It's just like, well, I would have put it on the ship if I'd have known. Bell Steven, thanks so much for the gifted subs, Madu. Nialm, Risa, Mukchani, TJG, Pulses Oranges, Miridums, Random Gear, Lunalpus, Spaceman Spork, and Sonny, all been gifted subs. Be sure to say thanks in the chat. We appreciate the gifting of the subs. Is there anything else I can burn just before we get... I can do carbon directly. That's interesting. So, like, I don't need to turn it into coal. That's it, really. So if we go back up to our ship and just attach carbon, I don't think there's any on the belt, though. But hey, either or. The thing is, like, how much are we going to get to send down as well? Like, if I start sending this down manually, it's only going to heat it up for a minute. This is rough. This is rough stuff. Ross says, I think I did like 3 trips for items before I had everything I needed on Aquilo, before I could actually start doing stuff there. You're going to need quite a lot. I'm learning. Yeah, I don't want to... I think I'm going to load the game then. Alright? Now I do need to go back and load because we didn't bring enough stuff. Fair enough. Yeah, like... Okay. Right. Right, so... Let's go up here. Let's double check tweaks and changes and stuff. So I think we realized that has to be really low. That was a tweak and change that we made. I recall doing a couple of other, was it a wire missing here? No, that's not it. It was the other way around. It was, that hasn't got the read thing on it. There you go. Right, we stopped it at 200. Did we do some wiggly belts? Wiggly belts are in place. This is after we added a few extra turrets. Okay, and the solar panels are added. So when we get there, this thing feels like a bit of a sitting duck. I feel like adding more ammunition was a really good idea. This thing's just sitting there at 100. We're going to go and double up ammunition production over here for this journey. Okay, and then we need to put the wire onto... No, that didn't work. Read belt contents. Okay, we're good. 104 in there, right. Now, I think you can put items into these outside bits, right? You can only take from the central bit, so... We've got this idea... Oh, no, wait. We're going to bring enough fuel. I don't need to ship down stuff off of the belt here. Okay, so... All of that goes out the window. All right. All right, let's go request stuff. So, heating towers. Let's get our belts back up. You can see, look, I thought I was prepared. I'm now thinking, let's over-prepare after what we've experienced. What planet are we above? We're above Navus. What's... Okay, wait. It requests it from a different planet. That's interesting. How did I get this stuff up here already? Probably through the auto request, right? Ah, so the whole time that I've been using stuff there, I thought it was from these requests, but it wasn't. As much as I want to get better and smarter and stuff, I think I'm just doomed to like make these mistakes over and over again sometimes. Right, 100 of each. You tend to need more of these than you do splitters. And then you're going to need a lot of belts. Let's go up to 800. I mean, we're really going to over-prepare. Maybe not that much, 600. Okay. So I'm probably going to want to double up these. We don't plan on making any modifications while we're up there. We've got loads of repair packs, that's okay. I don't think we need any cliff explosives, which come in from a different planet, so that's why there's none there. Okay, we need to add our water pump, offshore pump. Rest of that, possibly we'll end up needing more pipes. Go on then, we'll take a little extra. What's the chance that we need a lot of power poles? I don't know, but we'll go for it. Then we've got loads of assembly machines. Probably going to need more of these. Right, so I don't have a foundry because it's being requested from the wrong planet. I don't know if I need a foundry. But look, I've got a big mining drill. So how did that get in here when these other ones come from different planets? I'm gonna send them up anyway, just in case they become useful. We already got that, so well, you know, I'll do the thing. I'll do the thing. Okay, anything else that I forgot about? Heating tower, offshore pumps, more concrete, and a bunch of rocket fuel. Oh, you reckon more concrete? Let's go for 1,000 then. I mean, you can get through that stuff pretty quick, can't you? Bunch of rocket fuel, right? Rocket fuel, okay. I mean, how long's that gonna last us? My inventory here might start to fill up, especially with rocket fuel on board. We have to use rocket fuel to send rocket fuel into space. It makes so much sense, doesn't it? 200 of that. You're going to need holium from Fulgura. Don't actually need a miner on Aquilo. Well, I've sent it up. I guess I could send it back down. Saves a little bit of space since we might be starting to max out on that. Where is it now? I can't see it in the... Oh, because I... Is it because I set it to 0 that it sends it back down? Yeah, look, it went down here. Ah. So walls would automatically get sent back down. And I don't want that because I want some walls for repairs and stuff if need be. You don't need foundries. Oh, alright, well, we'll get rid of foundries then. That makes a lot of sense. They're for hot materials now that I think about it. Well, we need electromagnetic plant. Not very long, it burns quite quick. Is there something that burns slower that's maybe more suitable? I'm guessing we're going to have to pivot from rocket fuel into something more sustainable from the planet, right? It's just to get it kick-started, okay. Considering I don't know what the heck I'm doing, this might be quite painful. You'll make enough rocket fuel on Aquilo. Okay, there was that path that I saw. Yeah, there was a path from the ammonia to make rocket fuel. So we'll probably want to set that up quickly to create like a self-sustaining loop or something along those lines. Right, offshore pump is red. Doesn't yellow mean it'll get satisfied and red means there isn't any on the planet? Because there is definitely this stuff on the planet. Like, my belt is in good condition. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, there's oh my god. Massive stockpile of them. Should I send up Spidertron? Yeah, water, fuel, and power is what you want to set up first. Okay, we're on the right track, I think. Thanks for the help, by the way, Five Ross. I appreciate it ever so much. You'll need EM plant eventually, but not right away. What's an EM plant? Electromagnetic. That's something we make on the planet, though, isn't it? Oh, no. It's that there. So we send that up. That's fine. Anything I've missed? Chat, now is the time to tell me. Alright, look at this. It's going fast. We're sending them up as quick as we can. Look, they just keep going. Those rockets keep going. Ha! Do you know what this is? This is my bootstrap solution to that problem we found earlier. I'm wondering, did that get fixed because we sort of recycled for our saves a bit? Yes, this is the one. Yep, okay, it gets trashed. Okay, that's the one. Good, good, good. Oops. Right, why do I think I'm missing something? Heating tower? let's go check if we got the heating tower on board, because that would be pretty sad if I forgot it again. Oh my goodness me, there's no heating tower. Let's send up 2 stacks, I think. Alright, so we're slowly satisfying these requests. It's making me think I should tone some of these down a little bit, because we do actually want to, you know, play at some point. I don't have the biggest or most elaborate rocket set up, right? I could make it bigger if I wanted to. I don't know why that one is slightly displaced. Let's copy the whole thing. Wait, do I need the power poles as well? Oh, I see. That wouldn't be there normally. And I missed the power poles. Not that it's needed on that side. Yo, did we just scale up big time? Oh yeah, I guess it doesn't touch that one there. It shouldn't be a problem up here because we've got substations. Oh, we did it! Look! We just scaled up. Now I just got to tell them, yeah, automatic. Okay, now we'll have 6 rockets in the rocket yard. Look at all those robots. We got Bear818 here for 39 months saying have fun. I'm trying to. I'm trying my very best. Thank you, Bear. I appreciate it. Forgil says you missed the dirt button. Look. I could have pressed that button a gazillion times today. This is the nature of the game. You might need rails/train to get the right resources from other islands, or you're going to need a lot of ice platforms before you can get it. I've been watching the VODs, finally catching it live, so I'm glad I can help instead of just scream at the screen. Oh yeah, that's never healthy, the old screaming at the screen. Oh boy, let me think. Setting up trains? Do the trains not freeze? I mean, we could if we really wanted to. We're going to run out of, like, storage room on this thing. There's not too much left. Oh, we got the... Okay, I feel like we could store more of this. Let's go up to 1-2 for a minute. So do we really want to do trains? If I did, it would probably be 1-for-1. I don't know if you need the rail supports and rail ramps. I mean, you got to, right? Because you're going over water. This to me feels like I could easily just get it completely wrong and not bring the right stuff. We need train stops. We probably would just do 1 line per train. Then we'd want cargo. Oh, that's new. I don't know if I'm moving wagon, liquid or cargo. All right, lithium brine and fluoro, whatever it is. Right. Well, we saw 2 things on that island, didn't we? Would only need fluid wagons. Okay, then. So now we need trains. I don't think we're going to need them. I think we're just going to have train stops. Oh, there couldn't be more than the need for 2 on each line, right? So then how many rail supports and rails? Because that stuff goes across the ocean. I don't know how far it's going to go. Yeah, 10 of that. Let's go check our planet because we are... Yep, there you go. Now everything slows down. Now everything slows down. We've got a few more launches, but everything will start to slow down. Maybe I should get a bigger stockpile here. Oh, apparently I have one of those on me. If that's 200, then that would be 4 stacks of this. And then that would be that much there. I feel like running around and doing stuff now while we wait. We being raided? No, we're not. Winnie, welcome to the chat. Maybe explore Aquilo a bit to find out how close the resources are. Yeah, no, we went back on the save. By the way, I have this issue with this stuff where the heavy oil backs up and the whole factory shuts down. So I added this over here. Although it's not doing anything right now. Oh, yeah. It's because it's not actually full. When this reaches a threshold, this stuff just starts getting burned, all this solid fuel. So I basically dispose of it. Let's keep stuff running. All right. Yeah, I've done quite a bit of like infrastructure work. Solar panels with roboports. Some new perimeters. Had to go secure some crude oil down here. Set up a fluid wagon thing for that, whatever we're calling it, a train station. It goes over there. But yeah, I used this rail network by Doc Jade, where it's like an auto thing, so it automatically assigns itself. I think the train changes color based on what it's assigned to as well. So yeah, you plop down like a pickup point, you plop down a drop point, and then the trains will automatically go around and pick stuff up and drop it off. So I've been ripping out the old system. As you can see here, this array is just pretty redundant, but we're still pulling in some copper, so we'll go ahead with that. But then I designed this new layout right here. I used a calculator to figure out the math for the flow of the belts, which was pretty fun. But we got two of those, and they're all fully backed up. And then we got a copper one here that's kind of temporary, because once I rip out the stuff on the left, we'll build more of this. So basically I've got... We turn off that for a minute and that. Yeah, there you go. Basically I've got a new rail network on the right-hand side. So this is where we pick up fuel. This is the depot for trains to sit and get jobs. Then they can go pick up from here. They can pick up from over there. There's a bunch of points over here. The old system is over here on the left. And then I've started like using this and belts to create stuff for the nuclear plant as well. Actually, there's something gone wrong here. There's always something to be discovered in this game. There's none of that stuff coming over here. Has that been done the wrong way around? Let's have a look. Yo. Whoa, are we about to run out of nuclear power? Oh my goodness me, what a time to discover that. What a time to be alive. What's going on here? Something doesn't feel right. I'm getting a stupid amount of this stuff. Hello, it's all ended up there. Where's that come from? Oh, the reprocessing thing. That's supposed to be pushing it here. The fact that I've put storage chests with a filter there is interesting. I don't know quite why I've done it that way around. But there should be some sort of balancing act here, essentially. So I don't know where is all of that stuff going to? Because this is like, it's all been turned into this. Yeah, there's a balancing act that's supposed to take place here, and it hasn't, has it? It hasn't taken place. So that's supposed to be feeding that into there. Then we're supposed to be getting some of it from here as well. There is... Oh, look at that. There's... Okay. There's... Oh, my goodness me. There's little stashes of it. Right. I don't know what we have to do in terms of balancing. Oh, I'm going to have to go over there to fix it as well. Okay, okay. But a requester chest will do the job. I feel like there needs to be some sort of priority on that. Oh, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? What do I need to do? I need to get over there with a requester chest, an inserter, some belts. Hi, what's this game? Says Viridian. It's called Endless Fixing Problems, the game. Darmed Cobra X enrichments process. Only yesterday I managed to kickstart it for legendary quality, says Maddie. Ooh. Yeah, that's the thing with the legendary stuff in this game. You'll end up going back round and doing everything. This is the whole legendary system has started to air quotes break the illusion for me a little bit. Like, you're just going to end up playing number goes up and doing the same things over and over again at some point, and that's why this game just sort of started to lose the charm a little bit when I started, like, you know, you start to see the possibilities of the game narrow a bit, and it just kind of becomes the number goes up game. I'm trying to describe my level of interest, right? Like, when I started playing this game again a couple of months ago, it was all, like, fascinating and fun. But now, all the challenges are starting to get repetitive. You're doing maintenance constantly, and things aren't working, and... yeah. I can see, like, the legendary stuff to me is going to be fun at first on Fulgura to upcycle it. But then I think you're going to end up just going back to all the old systems and upgrading them, and... if that doesn't add, like, new puzzles and challenges, I can see it getting pretty dull. Right, so we do not have belts. Why do I not have belts? Let's just wiggle this thing. Probably the easiest way to do it. Oh yeah, then I get all of that stuff, do I? Okay, put all of that in there. Now... the request here is for that, right? And there's loads of it. So I don't know quite what happens with balancing here. I think this thing has enough that we should be fine just to leave it like that. But because these weren't requesting, we were... wait, I thought I saw... yeah, look, there's a robot. Just that robot is just going to get dizzy. Because that wasn't there, all of it's been shifted into creating this stuff, so... it makes sense while it's like that. Okay. Now, okay, just in time. How low are we? 5. Oh my god, we were going to have nuclear meltdown over here. Now we won't. Oh, there was some stored back here as well. Oh, okay. Oh, we were actually good for a while. But now... what were we doing? Aquilo? This is what this game is. It's just distractions and problem solving. You take a little bit of time to go... oh, let me show you what I've done around my base. Oh, wait, this thing isn't right. Let me fix that. Oh, that thing isn't right. Let me fix that. Oh, look, these aren't working anymore. Let me fix that. I could honestly just wait here until they're all gone, right? But I'm lazy. I mean, undisciplined. I don't know what the right word is for that. Okay, those are just in that space to get some stone onto this belt because I couldn't be bothered to do the train again. All right. I think we're done sending rockets up. We're starting to store a little. No, rocket fuel's still in demand. Okay, chuck all that in there. I ain't got any weapons. So I'm ready to go up to the ship. And we're ready to go to Aquilo again. Do we have enough stuff? Do we have enough stuff? This game is just like life in a nutshell then, says the real Minos Prime. Forgil says, so, like real life, it's grind things stop working and you have to repair them, but I am also addicted to living. Okay, there is an interesting discussion to be had there. I'm just catching up on chat, though. Okay, so I think we're pretty caught up there. It took you 190 hours to get to the solar edge. No fuel yet, maybe go for solid fuel if you don't have rocket fuel available. Oh yeah, it's not available. Let's go solid. Let's go for that much. Solid fuel is on the planet. I just don't know where it's going to grab it from because the place it gets produced is all the way down here. Oh look, there's some robots flying up. They must have caught some. Like, it gets produced here. There you go. That's where it gets picked up. I could save them a trip and just put some nearby. This game looks very complicated, says the real Minos Prime. Yeah, so obviously you don't know what this game is, and I wanted to explain it to you a little bit because what you're looking at right now is quite deep into the game. I would encourage anyone to give this game a go if you like puzzle games and you're familiar with open-ended puzzle games, then the game starts in a really simple place where you put down belts and process materials and feed them into other processing factories. But it keeps getting bigger and bigger. There keeps becoming more materials that you need to move around and process. So if we head back down to the beginning, I mean, some of these designs were built for scale from the beginning, but you know, you kind of start with getting copper and iron together, and you use some machines to make copper wire, and then you make the green circuits, right? And then the green circuits unlocks a bunch of cool stuff like blue. I don't know if it does, but you know, then you get these blue inserters instead of the yellow ones, and the tech of the game just keeps going up, and you have to make potions. I call them potions. They're called science packs. You start off with a couple of science packs to research things in your research tree, and then, oh my god, you end up with so many different science packs, and they've got to come from different planets. Like, it is at this stage of the game going to look utterly overwhelming. But in the beginning, it's just a really cool exercise in managing the flow of items and doing a little bit of open-ended problem solving. In my opinion, it's very important to not look at efficient, good design from others when you start. It's much more fun to try things for yourself than using blueprints from the start. Yeah. Like, don't play the game thinking about, oh, I saw that guy who had like 6 rockets and they were going so fast. I watched someone else who's got 20 rocket factories and I'm just like, how are they doing this so well? You gotta resist that. You just gotta play the game and figure it out for yourself and have fun in that process. Don't get drowned in the oh, I could be doing better, because you'll miss out on the fun of the game. Right, let's check it out. So we've sent up oh my god, look at this. How did we get so much up here? I asked for 300 and I got way more than that. Way more than 300. That's ridiculous. Well, I don't think there's any more room. Where are my rails? There they are. I was going to say there's no more room for... I hope that's enough rails, because we're kind of limited our options now, haven't we? That's it. We got to go. We got to go. Let's save the game. Post Gleba. That's because Gleba is where I had to cheat to save my game, make it playable. Okay. Let's travel to the space platform. It fits 1,000 in a rocket, so it auto sent up 1,000. Ah, okay. Daryl minus Primes is definitely going to give this game a try. Awesome. Well, if you're going to give it a try, I don't think you need to buy both the game and the Space Age straight away. Basically, we're playing the Space Age DLC. This game's been around for like 12 years now, and they decided that they're going to wrap up development, but they did it by creating this like end game DLC. Now the price of the game is on the pricier side, but that's because they had a policy where they never put the game on sale, and they only ever put the price up over time because the game got more and more content, which is like an interesting philosophy for setting the price of a game. And then the DLC is the same price as the main game because it kind of multiplies everything you can do by like 5. So if you have fun playing this game and you play it a lot, it's definitely value for money. That's something I can say. Let's focus. Let's go to Gleba. But if you choose to play it when you get started, just you know, follow the game's internal tips and tricks. If you want to learn about stuff, you can alt-click and get tons of information. You know, spend your time having fun learning and problem solving, and don't get too caught up in what other people do. That's my tip for playing this game. Because it's a really great game when you're solving your own problems, and it's not as fun when you're watching other people who are really good at it do crazy stuff, and then you just feel like you're trying to catch up to them, and you miss out on the fun of it. Callie 1357 70 months. Hey everyone, it's your girl Callie. Not Kaylee. Cully, formerly known as Lucaro. Some of you might wonder, girl, I thought that was a dude. Well, I thought so for a few decades, but therapy gave you confidence to boost. So here we are, transgender pride. Lucaro, you have to give me a slap every time I get it wrong. Because I am useless at remembering names and pronouns and stuff. So I will try and get it in my head. Callie now. It's Callie now. You tried X, says Callie. You just got to remind me. My brain is slow. I will be used to expecting to see Lucaro. But I'll do my best, my dude. And thank you for subscribing. So many months. That's crazy. Right, we look safe. Oh, 5 Ross points out if you do decide to buy Space Age later, you have to start a new game though. You know, that might not be too bad because your first playthrough, like by the time you want to get to space, you'll probably be like, I've learned so much, I need to destroy this factory and start again. The fact that my name literally changed should help you out a bit, lol. Yeah, definitely seeing it like online helps, but like I might just get confused because I've said this so many times, like when I interact with people online, it's all names, and then in chat there's just loads of names, and it just make with time it's made it harder to like get used to a name. I'll get used to it though. I'll get used to it. It's hard to explain unless you're like on this side of the equation. Did I tell it to go straight to Aquilo? I think I set up the Gleba and just went straight to Aquilo. We were supposed to wait. Uh-oh. That might be really bad. It might be really bad. Yeah, like I work with a lot of people online, and Callie, I think you've done jobs for me before, right? Like I feel bad that I can't remember this stuff, but oh my god, it's just what I'm like. I believe it was you who did the armor stand mural, right? But like I've got all these projects going on, I'm talking to different people on chats all the time, and then I just have to like use that instead of my own memory. I have to go back and like look at chat logs and like, who did that thing again? Yeah, it is that person, or oh no, it was someone else, like, because it's just all these names that I have to work with constantly. So I have to go like double check stuff a lot. Some of the rockets aren't set up correctly anymore. Oh, dang it, yep. Yep. Ah. And that one over there. Well, we made it at least, but we've run out of rockets. And it looks like we could do 1 or 2 more because they're drifting towards the planet. And the ammunition is shooting at it. It might be wise to change what these ones shoot at as well, because look, we're just going to drain ammunition right now. Well, I think we found a new optimization to make. Yep. Targeted priorities. We'll make it the small and medium ones. That's the wrong one. I haven't actually seen any of these Promethean ones yet. Okay. I kind of like the idea of the ones that are like closer to the inside maybe can shoot at everything, because if the asteroids are getting that close, you probably do want them shooting, right? So we'll leave the ones that are behind to shoot at everything. Sort of a little bit similar here. So the ones at the edges, and then look at these ones, right? I think we'll set up the first row to be the smaller ones, and then just the ones on the outside, but then those ones back here, they can shoot at the big ones. That seems to be much better. Right, and let's check on power. Satisfaction is better though because we added the extra solar panels. All right, we get to do. We're now an hour and a half into the stream. Do I want to save it? Probably. I might make a new save called like Aquilo. Let's do that. Let's save it as Aquilo, just in case stuff goes wrong down there. Aquilo, there we go. All right. It's time for Squeaky High Voice. Oh. You've tried to tell me about gun turrets like 10 times. I've been seeing a lot of your messages in chat today. I don't recall seeing that message, but you know, a lot of messages come my way. So over on this side, I kind of feel like those two maybe, and then that one there. So those two. Yeah. Then there's only two here, one there, one there, one there. Whatever. Right. Let's save that configuration, Aquilo. So we're gonna go down to the planet for the second time, third time, I don't know how many times. Now what we want to do is send down our robots first. I made that mistake last time. They're the first thing that comes down. Callie says, surprisingly, X pronounces my name spot on. Hey! There's not many that get that treatment. Alright. Whoa! Right, we just done the lithium research, but we knew that. Oh yeah, look, they run out of power very quick on this planet. Okay. Back up to the transport. So, we do want to leave behind some belts in case we make a modification. But I think we're just going to send down... It's annoying that you can't send down like half a stack. Yeah, maybe we don't go like too crazy with things to begin with. I'm not sure that we're going to need pumps. Yeah, we'll take all of that. Bunch of heat pumps, turbines, water pumps, yep. Okay, all of that's good. And then some fuel. Alright, my lovelies. This might actually take them a minute. Yeah. I thought it'd be quicker if they did it. It's not, is it? It's not quicker at all. At least they're helping, I think. Is that everything? Missed one. All right. My lovelies, who even are you? How can you not call your construction robots your lovelies? By the way, you set up one train on Aquilo with one wagon for each fluid. Oh, that's a good idea. I wouldn't have thought of doing that because I'm just an idiot. I'll just make a line for each thing. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I would do, isn't it? Bear says, oh, the construction workers. That makes more sense. Yeah, it was definitely the construction workers. Okay. Offshore pump. We got it. It's going to give us that ammonia stuff. Then... Ooh. Oh, do underground pipes not work here? No. Okay. Right, do you remember we set up our hotbars? We got to do all of that again. So we know we're going to need the chem plant. But I'm thinking might need to put these things on here. Where's that landfill stuff? I just, like, completely oblivious. There it is, ice platform. So I think that stuff needs to go in here. Now, if I put that there, doesn't seem like it actually... Is that why I need concrete here? Ah, and what about that one now? Oh, now we can use that one. Okay, okay. So I'm thinking I just want to bring this in, away from the edge there. Oh no, that gets frozen. Okay, so that'll be frozen, right. I think I might just start with this stuff to begin with. I got no idea what I'm doing now, so we'll see where we go. So we kind of want that, wherever we've got something frozen, we need that touching it. So in order to get the pipes working, we're going to need the heating tower, but that's fine, that's fine. Okay, so then somewhere along here we're going to want that, and we want it to... we do have ice to create water. So that thing will create ice and ammonia. Okay, then we can create water. I got a feeling we need water at some point, so we'll set this up. We'll put down one of these to remind us. So that into there. Now we can make water. Okay, let's get another one of these. Oh, remember, by the way, our goal... I think I just put down some concrete under there so we could place that. Our goal is to make the lithium plate thing. Was I supposed to bring Hollium plate with me here? And I just forgot. Oh, do not do that to me, computer game. Lithium Bane. Yeah, but you can set up the rest first. Set up water, fuel, power first. Water, fuel, and power. Okay, well that's water. So I'm gonna send my ship back to. Let's look at the space map. I can send it to Fulgora and then back again, hopefully. Oh look, I can see a little arrow for one on a journey. I guess we're doing these now, so we're using those potions. That makes sense. Okay. So what's its status at the moment? You know, it's not even getting a stockpile of rockets going yet. That's kind of concerning. But we're working at satisfaction now. Didn't I... Yes, I was about to say, didn't I set up another one of those? It looks like this is supporting 2 of them easily. But yeah, we're producing that ammunition a little faster at least. Oh, look, you can see the belt's filling up. So why... That thing's... Oh, that's actually what goes around onto the belt. Okay. I could probably have another one of those here. Not that it would do much. Yeah, I see what's going on. Okay. We have to give it time. There isn't a lot of carbonic asteroids there. Oh. Carbonic asteroids. Which ones are those? These? So that makes it hard to get my rockets back, I guess? Oh, this game is just savage, isn't it? Just savage. Most asteroids are oxide in Aquilo orbit. Yeah, okay. Is there another thing I can get out of that then? Maybe I didn't pay attention to it because I thought I'd have all 3 and be fine. I guess there's reprocessing, right? So technically we can get some through that method. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. I've got this thing sending out the items when they start to back up. When both are backed up because you don't need them here, I guess if I pull from the belt these 2 conditions of a combinator, and there's 50 of each on the belt, like there is right... There you go. There you go. It just did it. We just wasted one of those. We actually want that to go in there. Now, unfortunately, that means I've got to let it back up here. So I think what we want to do is go grab a combinator. Decide a combinator. Oh yeah, you have to queue it. There we go. Put that there. It can read the belt contents. Its output is going to go to this thing. Let's just do that quickly so we stop using them. So we're going to say that we want to count how much calcite. And what's the other thing? Ice there is on the belt. So when they equal 50 or so. So check that out. And is what we want. Now the symbol needs to be the other way like that. Okay, yeah, then it drops below, right? And it's no longer good. But now it's above and we get an output. So we're going to send an output and what should we call this? I never know quite what one to pick. I almost want to put it on its like own unique thing. Actually, I could, you know what I could do is I could put it on like the ice asteroid symbol, like that one there. I could put it on that. And then this thing can wait. But I don't think I should, because you might end up with that item in your system somehow and then stuff breaks. So we'll go ahead and use this. We'll just put A for asteroid. It's not universal, by the way. It's just on this wire, so nothing else will interfere with it. So when you equal 1... Okay, so no. When it equals 0, that means we need more of these. So it's going to send in one of those. So now that's going to wait on there. And this way we're going to be able to start doing the reprocessing. Because when this belt fills up, that's when reprocessing kicks in. So we'll go... Oh, look at that. Oh, that's interesting. That one's backed up. Okay, let's flip this. Put that there. And then we just need to connect the input. Let's check it out. It's doing the same thing. This thing has the same function. Now, why is this one backed up? It just got a lot coming through on this side because that feels odd to me. Something's not configured properly here. No, those are correct. I think whatever it was doing that caused it to back up, I think we're okay now. So now we should start to get some reprocessing going on. Does this thing do something similar? Here we use up tons of iron, so that's always going to go in. And it doesn't have a condition on... Oh, it does. No, wait, that's fine. I know what that is. Yeah, I think this one's different. It's when you have 2 items that it has this like extra set of parameters, right? And some carbon just got sent overboard. Aren't we like low on carbon? We're low on carbon. Why did carbon get sent overboard? Let's check it out. There's going to be something wrong with this system again. Okay, so 30. It's because of the sulfur. Because the sulfur is backing up, now we're chucking over the carbon. But there's a wire missing. There's a wire missing. I don't know if that now helps our situation. Because like when... Okay, I think that was literally it. I still think there might be a problem where if sulfur fills up on the belt, you can end up chucking carbon out. I'm not sure quite how we would solve that. I think we would need 2 of these that are separate, and we would need 2 combinators. And if you look, there isn't really enough room for that. So this thing might just have to limp along. This is going to be rough. This is going to be rough. I don't think we can wing it. I don't think we can cross our fingers and send this ship away anytime soon. You need to reprocess more ice asteroids, I suppose. Set it slightly lower than the limit to throw it off the ship. Set what? You got to be more specific. I don't know. I'm doing a lot of stuff here. I don't know what you're talking about now. Which bit? I don't know why, but limp along sounds very nice in my ears. It's a funny thing to say. We're limping along. So, let's just check the wire again, or look at it through here. Yeah, so they're getting chucked away as they should do. Now, that's not going to activate until there's less on here. So I think what it is that these things pull them out, and then this thing chucks in like 3 or 4 at once. So maybe putting that down to stack size 1 would give it a little time to figure itself out. Just slow it down a little bit. Okay. This is brutal though. This makes me wonder, like, what's the strategy here? Like, you really need the rockets, but then you get to this location and you don't have a big enough stockpile. Do you think the idea is that I should have maybe a big belt array somewhere here to hold all of those rockets? So when we come from somewhere like Fulgura, we have lots of rockets stockpiled for the trip back. That's the only thing I can think of right now. It looks like we're almost on top of ammunition. But we should get back down to the planet. Because we got to focus on getting water and the heat tower going. I've lost... This is just the game over and over again. Just endlessly getting distracted by stuff and then forgetting what you're doing. Now, I know the goal is to make the lithium thing, though. So we do have to get stuff from Fulgura. Okay, Fiveros says, if you start throwing item off, if you have 50 of them, set it to stop making them at 40. I think I know what you're getting at. Stop making them at 40. Do we use this thing here? What annoys me about this, oops, is getting the arrows the right way around. So if that thing's set to 30, it's going to activate when... So I've got to... Wait, okay, this is a problem because it's doing 2 things. So what am I counting? That can't be the way to do it. Unless I throw in a decider combinator. So it makes more now. And then they don't get thrown away just yet, do they? What am I looking at? 20, 21. I can see it in here as well. You would need either sulfur or... Okay. I get you, and I think I know how to do it now. Need a decider combinator. This also strikes me as one of those things where there's a whole bunch of different logic going on now, and it might be like you actually only need one bit of logic to do the job. But you've attached so many little systems, it's like kind of hard to see what's what. So here we will do an ore, I think. But it's the amount here I'm not quite so sure about, like... So we can create a signal. So right now we would be getting an output if either one of these are on. Logic is super important on spaceships. Yes, it is. Allow both inserters to do both sulfur and carbon. Well, I'm not sure about that. The thing we're trying to fix is stuff getting thrown off unnecessarily on this side from this one, right? So if there's room on here, they'll put them on. The problem is when there isn't, this thing starts to create more and back up, and then they get chucked off that side. So we need this thing to enable... So as soon as that thing hits about 30, they're going to stop going, right? So it's when it comes under the number 30 that we want this thing to turn on. So I think the number between the two doesn't have to be off by that much, but like let's say it's 25. So when we're under 25, we want to enable. So let's put an output E for enable or something, right? So when it equals 1, it's enabled. I think that's how it works, or it's the opposite. So right now, we get an output signal. Are we actually getting that because it's blue? And if I put ands, it stays. So I think that means, yeah. Either one of them. Okay, that would actually be the number 1, wouldn't it? Yeah, there you go. Okay, so let's quickly monitor it. Yeah, there's no carbon, there's less sulfur than we want. This thing's now enabled by that. Big tip, if you decide to do another one, nuclear power or preferably fusion once you unlock it, use foundries for much more efficient iron making and use productivity modules to get easily enough resources and limit the speed of the ship by limiting the pump of fuel. I'm doing the pump on the fuel thing. As for the other stuff, it's just a case of... Oh, I haven't really looked into it. You know, I need to figure it all out. Do you know what? I should probably just copy this thing over there. Yeah, there you go. So now that one's doing that. Do I need to do that over here as well, right? What did we do on this one? I think that's actually what we did, except we set it to that thing. And oh, we should have set it to this. Right? Also, should that thing be 1? I can't remember. But we should set it to this, so... That was a... Let's do E for enable, so we've got the same system, right? Okay, if it equals 1, we'll do that. So this needs to be OR, and we just need to set the number to be slightly lower. Okay, let's go check how we did it over here. No, not that one. It's the below signal. Yeah, neither of them are below 45, so we don't have an output of A equals 1 yet. So it's reading that. Yeah, now it's doing the same thing. We're using the same system on this side. But rather than talking directly to that thing... Wait, is it still wired to it? I think I haven't actually wired it. Okay, there we go. So it's not until those things drop that will activate. Let's go ahead and copy all of that. And then use the flip and put it here. So now... Yep, same one. It's the right one. Okay. Now we're good. So we've got 50 and 50 of those sitting around. This thing isn't going to work until they drop a little bit below that, and then that'll enable this, as opposed to sending stuff off the side. I think that actually means we don't need the thing that goes off the... No. Because if one of them drops, right, then you're going to accumulate something in here. I think it means you could probably set this number a little higher, but I'm going to leave that now because we are just forever doing stuff. Except the thing we're supposed to be doing. Fibros, can you help me again? What you put me on the right path. It was heating tower, making water, using water for something. Water for fuel, possibly. Like, get a loop going. I guess one thing we could do is... Yeah, like that. So water consumed in there, but then you need to put fuel in it, right? We're not getting anything from the planet. Water, fuel, power. Water is for steam power. Okay. So we use rocket temporarily, but then we have water for steam power. Heat exchanger, not the boiler. Heat exchanger. Oh yeah, use heat energy to turn water into steam. That 110% with you now. Got it. Okay. So like one of those there. That's going to go across to that. And then we put a turbine off the back of this. I'm going to assume a turbine probably... kind of looks like it might need a heat thing directly next door to it. Oh, I'm connecting it to the wrong spot, aren't I? Okay, so this thing... You have to do that first, then, I'm guessing. No, it doesn't want to put the concrete down? Now it will. So, I don't know why that one I could shift click, but this one I can't. So since... Yeah, and then it lets me shift click that. Very strange. So we need heat to go alongside this thing. I think you actually only need one tile to touch it as well. Then we're going to need heat to come down next to this thing. Like that. So our pipe is going to go to there. We're going to get ice out of it. The ammonia will probably go into a tank for the time being. That's supposed to be for the next stage. Where we want crude oil. Solid fuel, water, and ammonia. I can actually make that because I've got solid fuel down here, right? Let's set it to that then. So now I want this heat thing to come further along. That's interesting. You're going to hear me say that a lot today. How do I get around that thing being there? Underwater belt. Sorry, underwater. Underground belts would help me move things around. A long-handed inserter would also work. In fact, I think that makes the most sense. So... it would have been nice to keep the thing. Right. Now this thing doesn't quite as wonderfully line up. Ooh, and then that... Ooh, jeez. Okay, so there's nothing touching that pipe. If I move this thing one block further down, we're always going to have that problem. Okay. This is going to change the layout of what we do here so much. So much. See, they were nicely aligned a second ago. And now they're not. Heating pipe heats all 8 tiles around it, so diagonal. Really? That's... here's the thing. The tips and tricks shows you and says something quite different. Like, can generate heat from fuel, blah, 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 blah. Uses heat pipe to transfer heat to over... Oh, there you can see a big area around it. I was looking at this and I was seeing one tile at a time, right? Because every tile that's getting heat is then touching the ones around it. But this thing hasn't unfrozen. Nothing down here is unfrozen. Like, look, it's one tile at a time. Every entity needs to be touching a heat source in order not to freeze. There you go. Has to touch a heat source. I don't know if we're getting an example of diagonal here. I don't think that was diagonal. Now that thing's good. Maybe that one was diagonal there and then that one was here. Actually, now, not quite sure. Diagonal works, you promise. Okay. Okay. Let's go back to that then. Because that one should diagonally hit that one, right? We can also do that. Don't know why. Decided to do that. Okay, don't need that. So we're gonna get this stuff. Ammonia's gonna go straight into this. I might want to add a tank. Yeah, let's add a tank. We should totally add that down here. Okay, we're going to put a tank there. Little connection. So that's now got to touch that bit. So if diagonal works, well, that'll hit it. Actually, it'll get it there. Right, it'll get it diagonally there. Okay, so all of that will be good. Now, do I want to do that on this side? I think I do, right? Just have a tank of it. We can pull off the side. We can store a bunch of it up. Yeah, okay, that's connected. Right, so this is where we wanted to make the rocket fuel thing. I'm going to manually put in the solid fuel and take out the rocket fuel for now. Which sounds like an absolute pain. That being said, this thing is diagonal, right? It's not going to hit this. But a long-handed... a little too far away. Make solid fuel first. You should have crude oil around. Oh, okay. Wait, crude oil? Let's get a pump jack. Is this it? Is that pumping oil? How do I tell? Wait, can I click on that? Crude oil! Yay, we know what it is. By the way, there's an island over here somewhere that had a different type of thing on it. Fluorine. Okay, we're learning, Oh my god. Oh my god. So we got this over here as well. Okay. Crude oil. We got it. That means we're going to want one of these oil refineries, I believe. So, crude oil into petroleum. Actually, didn't we just want... What did we want again? That stuff to make solid fuel. Ah! Okay. Now I'm feeling like everything should point upwards towards this thing. Do some work. I demanded. No, don't need that. Use ammonia and crude oil. Yeah, no, I just wanted to go see what it was. So this stuff here, I mean, I haven't got a lot of it, really, have I? But we'll get some more. Right, I'll get some more. 37. Wait, did I actually... Okay, no, I just got some. What about that? I can't get that. Well, I can fly around to islands forever, so I can always go harvest this stuff. So I don't think we have to worry too much about running out of it. Let's get a bunch right now. I'm going to stand here and let them do the work. Never seen an oil refinery before. I have. I have seen them. I just, it takes me a bit. I think it doesn't help that I'm live and I'm constantly talking, but you know, if I could properly just focus, I could do a little better. But like, this is all new to me. It's like keep struggling to keep all the different variables in my head at once, right? Even now, it's like, okay, what was I doing again? So that's why I like to lay these things out. Oh wait, petroleum gas from solid fuel. Wasn't there that one down there? Yeah. So I could go crude oil to petroleum, but that's probably not the way you're supposed to do it on here. So we'll do that. So that means we probably want a pump near this. Oh, that might align beautifully, right? Okay, if we did that, we would then need heat to come around from the back. So this is probably where you start to use your underground pipes a bit. 1, 2, 3, like that. And this one, you know, we don't even actually need that. This, by the way, this planet looks super cool. All right. Things we want on our hotbar, definitely those. So this is going to go and touch that. And now it's touched everything here, and it can go like left and right. So when we get power in here, which we'll probably do with solar to begin with, we'll be bringing these two things to make our solid fuel straight away. So our solid fuel will want to be near the heat tower. Let's put that on the hotbar. Right. Wrong ammonia. Need the processed version of it. Oh my goodness me. See, I don't notice little things like that. That one. So I first need to just pump it through another thing to get that. Right. Right, this is where we're probably going to start to use tanks as well, I think. Okay, okay. I might as well just put a tank of that. Kind of messes up the alignment, doesn't it? Okay, and this thing's infinite, so no. A tank there isn't a great idea. But this needs to be something different then. Okay. It's got to go through this one first. It could maybe just go straight into that. And then that goes there. So everything's touching. We like it when they're touching. Yeah. That's almost a solution, except you get ice. So ice has got to go into something that makes water. And do I want a tank for this? Because currently there's no buffer between the two, right? So if we wanted to add a little buffer space, I could put in a tank. Like that. Is that not nice? Oh, I don't have my stream thing open on the other screen. I just noticed. Let's put that back. 260, you're tuning in for a little bit of Factorio. Thanks for coming by. If you hit follow for more Factorio, well, I can't tell you when the next one will be. They're going to be pretty sporadic. I got plans to do Hermitcraft tomorrow and Sunday and Tuesday. 3 days of Hermitcraft. By the way, Chimera Dev, 12 minutes ago, I made like a little bit of a mental note and then I got distracted. How you doing, my dude? Thank you for the 25 months. Hope you're enjoying the stream, having a good time. I think I need to have a sip of water. Ironically, on the water planet, and I need to get hydrated. Oh, I definitely needed to drink some water. Definitely need a little bit of that. Right, so far so good, but we need to put ice into this thing. So that's probably going to want to go there. Which means we can use a regular inserter. Where's that at? It's right here. No. So I'm going to need like another heat thing coming up here. So far so good. Again, probably going to want to just put that into a tank. So we've got the water for later. Right, the water is used with that other stuff to make the rocket fuel. But do we need that because we're making solid fuel? I guess we need it to get off the planet, so might be a good idea to just grab this for later. So I need to shift that down by 1 in order to bring that in line with this. Sort of. Let's move you to there. There. I guess another one here, maybe. Because I'm probably going to need a gap between the two, right? For the heat pipe. That's going to be a common thing. There's no way you can do this without visiting the other planets. We know that for sure now. Right. That through there. And through there. Doesn't touch everything yet, does it? That means it touches everything. Okay. So now inside of this one, we also need solid fuel, which we get from over here. Ah. Oh, wait. Look at how this thing is coming together, peeps. Look at how it's coming together. We're actually doing it. Like that. Wow. I can also... No, I can't shimmy that either side. But I could just have 2 inserters if this thing needed to come down. That is surprisingly elegant looking. Did I actually do this properly? Oh, surely I've missed something. It can't look that good. So crude oil, this thing, it'll do that process. It will create the ammonia. That and the crude oil to create the solid fuel. Did I set that up properly? I missed a pipe. Ah. And in doing so, touches. It all touches something. So everything there should unfreeze. That's good. Better than my first setup. Oh, thank you. Hey, can we have a can we have a brain smarts moment for once? Because it kind of looked like I did a good job. I think I deserve a reward. Okay, we still haven't put this in here, but we got the water tank there. That puts this thing really close to the heat exchanger. The turbine can sit behind it. That's a nice looking setup, I think. That's a nice looking setup. Let's see what happens when we undo this. Once. Twice. Oh, it takes back all of that as well. Nice. Nice, I'm stocked up. Okay. But I do feel like putting down a little bit more of that. That's good. Oh, we got a few brain smarts in chat. Thank you for the brain smarts. Much appreciated. What do we do next? Obviously, we can kick this thing into gear. Do I now need the hallumium stuff? Let's go look at the tech tree. So that gets us to that bit to make rocket fuel. Oh! I haven't put the heating tower in. Now, the rocket fuel, it could literally go like here, somewhere. I don't know how far its heat is going to extend, but like the closer to that, the better. But for some reason, I want it to be neatly laid out like this. Now, this thing will need something touching it. So we'll go like that. Set up the heating tower to grab the rocket fuel automatically. Oh yeah, we're doing that. Cool. Highly recommend setting a filter to not let the heat go above 500. What happens if you go above 500? It just keeps burning fuel. Oh, okay. Just being efficient with it, right. Do I really need a filter? Sometimes I like putting filters on the inserters just so when you look at a glance, you remember what things are doing. Where's the rocket fuel? Oh, I can see it there, but it's not the right one. There it is. Sometimes I wish this game had like an intuition. Like maybe it just scanned what block the inserter was looking at, right? And it showed you these items here, like in a little subsection or something. That would be super cool. Anyway. I didn't actually set up a filter. I just put that thing there. That's wrong. That needs to be T for temperature. Apparently it's at 15. Wow. 15 Celsius. Surely it's like 15 below Celsius here. Okay. So that looks really good. Again, the hallumium question. Oh gosh. What are we thinking? Tech tree. So we've done that little loop, which I technically could have sussed out. I looked at this stuff. I didn't put it all together in my head, but that's, you know, the case. Yeah, so now we need to make that. Lithium plate from lithium. So that needs an electric furnace, which I have. And we're going to just put that there for now. Right, now the next thing I think we might need is solar power, right? To get things started too. So we don't really know what the layout's going to be like, but we'll do that. Then we need some power poles. It's kind of chock-a-block there, isn't it? I want to leave room for the water to go through because it can exchange in and out. So we'll put one there and one here. Then we need to get power back up here. Yeah, that sounds like a big attack. It'll all get repaired. Right, so now we've covered the top half. We want to bring a power pole across to these two spots. Right, that's everything powered, but not really. I'm in satisfaction. Production, we need more of these. Now we're good. How do we get this thing started? We need to put fuel in over here. I'm just going to put in a whole stack. Oh look, things are unfreezing! It's happening! Cypress23, thank you for 3 months, my dude. Your sub run out. No worries, no worries. Check it out! Oh my god, we might actually run out of this stuff. Whoo, okay. It's gonna take a minute. Let's definitely not run out here. Come on, we need the crude oil. Alright, the heat has reached all the way up here. That hasn't, because it doesn't have one of these touching it. Okay, I think I know how I want to shift that. That's fine, that's fine. Move you there. Oh, haha, undo. Yeah. Okay, we'll just run it up there. I mean, it actually only needs one tile to touch, doesn't it? Now that's going to produce power as well, isn't it? So we've got the solar's kind of stable, but now that thing's producing power. So how are we here? Like, nothing ever works straight away. That's to be expected. So low power there. Oh, production is very low, actually. So bootstrap it with a bit of that. What am I missing? What am I missing here? Oh my goodness me, no. Wait, what heat is it at? 100 and... Oh, the solar panels are producing kilowatts, not megawatts. Right. I'm going to really need to spam them then, aren't I? That's what I've done a dum-dum on. And we're out. So how about now? Oh, that does not look good. And we're out of power. Shouldn't I be getting some power out of this thing soon? Now it's nighttime. I got a horrible feeling I'm going to run out of fuel before we get this loop going. Because we are down on our fuel fast. And this thing hasn't kicked up. I think I still have some of the shit. I think it might be wise to load. How many minutes ago? Like 6? Oh, that's a bit... How much stuff had we done between that and then? Because I think I should put down some accumulators and maybe build up a little charge. Let's before we resort to that, let's try a little more. I need to send the ship away as well to go get the hallumium. So there you go. That's the last of it coming down. But now it's nighttime. How brutal. So we've got to wait to get that thing up. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. Oh, look where it landed. Thanks. Any more? That wasn't all of it, was it? There's got to be more than that. Oh, it's still sending them. Okay, fair enough. $200. It's got to get up to 500 before that thing kicks in. Am I... Why did my... Oh, I landed under it. I've done that. I actually got killed by one, I think. I landed under it and it took out my health. Once it hits 500, it can start making water and thus power. Yeah, okay. Okay. We don't need to restart. We can do this. Wow, so these things are massively nerfed. And now they're starting to produce a little bit of something. So at least... Oh man, practically nothing's happened here so far. I could put some ice in there, but it's probably not going to do anything. We're just waiting for the 500 over here, aren't we? Solar is only 1% effective on Aquilo. Dang. It's moving a tiny bit. I should have brought more stacks of solar panels with me. Spam them. Right, I'm thinking once we get this set up, it might be a good idea to create multiple of these, like independent self-sustaining units, and then build future systems off of them, like create a one-way line for resources into a new system. Because if this thing, like, if you mess up your setup and this thing falls apart, like, it is going to be brutal to get back. Dude, I'm not sure we're going to get this thing up. Am I doing it right? Is this how you're supposed to do it? I'll tell you what I'll do. When I get through this solid fuel, I'm probably just going to give myself some more if we're not quite there yet, because I ain't rolling back again. So here the temperature is like a few degrees higher than there, so I don't think we need to rebuild it and move it around. It's a small distance, so it should be okay. Haha. They're doing something. We might actually get... Nah, we're probably not going to get any rocket fuel. We're going to get this thing up and running first. Alright, while that's happening... we'll gather up some stuff. We'll do some island hopping. My favourite activity. You basically have half a solar panel here. Yep, sounds about right. All right. $384. It's going to be super close. It's going to be super close. Let's go over to that island next. That'll do. You think there's already some water in the heat exchanger? Oh, is that something we're going to need to get it started as well? That's a good point. Like, will it have any water in there? Maybe I should disconnect these. Yeah, we don't want those things activating as well, basically. And it just gets its first little bit of crude oil. It's actually already got some of that already. So yeah, that's now... Okay, did I just see the water icon there? I must have done. It also needs water, yeah. So there might be this scary moment where the feedback loop needs to kick in. It should be pretty good, especially now that we've disconnected that bottom bit. What about this one up here? Quite a big one. Ooh. That is some work. See, I can collect this stuff just by walking over it. But now it's cold. The robots have this habit of like going for the job that's furthest away. And that kind of slows them down a lot. Sometimes you just want to do the thing that's nearest by. Right, then we got all of that stuff from over there. Oh, no! Wait for the fella. Wait for the fella. Oh! What's that noise? Oh, we're okay, we're okay. We're close! Oh my god, we almost ran out. We almost ran out. That would have been inefficient. Alright. I didn't think we would make it, but look at that. So close! 10 more to go. 10 more to go. I mean, this one's actually over 500. Which kind of makes me think there's going to be a little bit of distance between the two, right? That this thing should maybe be more like... something like that. Hey! Stuff just started happening. Oh, boy! Let's check the power grid. Okay, we got loads of power now. Right. So then... set these two up. Come on, we need that rocket fuel. We want that rocket fuel. How much of that does it want? 500? Oh, the ice cubes. Ah. We'll have to deal with that. We'll have to find a way to deal with that. Interesting. We're going to get too many of those. Right, do we have rocket fuel? I should have added a chest, like a buffer chest somewhere here. Okay, we've got our first bit of rocket fuel. How long is that going to last? So it's going to wait for the temperature to drop down a little bit. That's fine. We set it to 530, which might be a little bit on the close side. The best thing we could probably do right now, rather than moving the heating tower, which would be bad news, is something like that. Oh, look at that. It's sort of stabilized a bit. Interesting. And then what do we do about this? Is there a way to destroy ice? Can I put it into a heating tower, I wonder? Yeah, now you're... okay. So our nice, elegant design... unfortunately... it could all be, like, shifted around a little bit to make this last bit work. It doesn't accept it. I just wondered, should I check that? Yeah, it doesn't accept ice. How do we get rid of the ice, then? Recyclers! Oh, yeah! And I brought some with me. Okay, right. So, a recycler next. So I'm going to have to find another place for the power pole. Not just that, this guy's in the way. So this looks really nice, this setup. It looked really, really nice. And now it's like, oh, maybe it's not that nice. That's just going to have to go here. Whoops. Like, off by one. But there's no, like, underground function with this, is there? So it won't look pretty, but we can bring that up here and bring it around. Is the temperature good enough? We might have to make it... yeah, you might end up having to... if you extend it too far, you might have to make the heat in here higher. Okay, it just put in some rocket fuel and the temperature is plummeting. That is concerning. Okay, do I need to keep taking ice over here? Very curious. So I need to get power to there. You know what? It's the same thing that I was going to do a second ago. No, it needs to go one further, and then diagonals aren't helping us here. Yeah, look at that. Okay. But now, if I just put chests here and there, that's it. Problem solved. For the time being. I mean, we've got to do the recycler as well, right? But for the time being, the ice thing is solved. So now this thing should continuously make rocket fuel, which concerns me. Look at what's going on here. Why is it dipping down that much? It was doing really good a minute ago. I think it's because of this thing. Let's set it to like 580. No, wait. I want it to be lower than that. Set it to 500. You should have a separate heating network for power generator, which needs 500C. And all other stuff which only needs 30C to unfreeze. Yeah, but like they can just run off the same thing, right? I don't know. I'm learning. I'll think about it. Right now, though, we need to recycle this. So our once elegant design becomes a bit inelegant, basically. So I kind of want it to go into there, but then I want to pull from that side and bring it into this thing. I think they deliberately designed it this size so you couldn't quite do what I'm thinking of doing right now. Yeah. Now we got that problem. I can see a way around this. Okay, so I'm going to take that. We're going to go long-handed inserter now. From there over to... That's annoying. So notice how now that can go into there. That's good. Ah, bah, bah, bah. You're going to hear me make that noise a lot, I think. There we go. Right. Okay, keep making water. Let's check up on this thing again. Looks like... Yeah, we want that stash, but right now the speed it's operating at... Hey, I've got like speed and efficiency modules that I could send down. So that's the thing. Okay. Now you can kind of see where I'm going to go with this. I don't think we should use as much storage now, though. You're facing the wrong way? Yep. Now, I could use a little logic and keep a stash of this stuff, right? I think it makes sense to do that. Do need to keep an eye on this and see if it's... It looks like it's slowly filling up. So this thing produces so much that we need to destroy it quicker than that. You know what? There's another thing we can do here that might make the whole thing way more compact. Okay. Yeah, I can make this way better. Way better. Let's take that. Let's put one here. And one there. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to beat the speed of this. It kind of depends on the long-handed repeater speed compared to the speed of that. But now, that'll just destroy everything, right? So if this thing is slowly ticking up, we've got a problem. I'm not really sure how to solve it. Yeah, it's very slowly ticking up. And it's not going to change. Right. Now we do want a stash here. So in order to have a stash, we're going to hook that up. We're going to, read contents. We're going to say, how much ice do you have? Let's get it 2,000. 200. Flip the thing. 2,000. Yeah, okay. Make sure we got it the right way around. Okay, so we'll keep a big stash of ice there so this thing can always pull from it. The only thing now is that we're very slowly going to accumulate. Do you know what? We can just put one there as well. Except we need to put a condition on it because otherwise it's going to pull the stuff that's going to go over there. So only if you've got like a build-up of 10. If you've got more than 10, then we start to take some and put it in there. Brilliant. Okay. And do you know what? It actually looks like it's nested in quite nicely. Let's check on the rocket fuel next. That's a concerning number. 4. Okay, right. We've got a backup. It's backing up. We set this thing to 500. Kind of like the idea of making it a teeny tiny bit higher than that. Set to 510. Okay, so now we need to create a stockpile here. Kind of thinking about a long-handed repeater there, but that would get in the way of that, so can't do that there. Everything's a little tight. So had I known to plan ahead, I probably would have put a bit more space here in the middle. That's fine though. It's not a problem. We'll go there. Yeah, now we're putting power poles sort of all over the place, which is kind of makes a lot of sense. I can actually do that from there, can't I? Yep. Okay. Right, look. How did it drop so low? This thing is supposed to work. I don't know what happened then. Is it because I was moving stuff around? It was probably because I was moving stuff around. Right, let's create you know, I don't think I even really want to put any limits on this. I think I would rather just have tons of rocket fuel lying around, so I'm just going to leave it like that. Alright, so what we can do next is maybe try and create a bit of a surplus by using some modules. So I've got to send this thing off to get hallumium, and it's probably ready to do that, so I think I should send down more of these supplies now. Oh, the underside of the heating tower is also hot. Yeah. That bit there, right? We should grab that and pull it out. I don't need any of this solar now, right? So in order for me to look at this thing and think about like what else are we going to do, let's put some heat there as well, just so we can like visibly see it. How has this thing's temperature got so low? Okay, I'm quite concerned now. I should send down those modules pretty quick. Okay, speed, efficiency, productivity, I think I'll give a skip. We just want this stuff to go faster right now. I'm going to put a bit more of that in it because I'm super paranoid. Also, we've got 50 of it there. Dang, that's cool. Right, let's take them. So I think here we'll go speed, speed, speed. Although that does massively increase the power demand. I might be able to get a second turbine running off of this thing. Oh, no, 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 no. Why? Yo, what just happened? Why did it all just blink? This is sketchy. This is sketchy. Oh, okay, noises. So if I'm going to add a second turbine, that's going to have to jump over there. There's like no room for a power pole here directly touching this thing unless I move this over. It's kind of annoying. Yeah. Do you know what I can do, actually? I can just get rid of that and run this through here, because when this thing fills up... Can I help it with that? Like, there'll just be more back here, and then it will run after that. So, now I get to bring this thing... Okay, I can put that there. Oh, wait. That's all I ever needed to do. Don't need to worry about that. Okay. Weird. Now we're like at 11.6. So now I should be able to put in these speed modules and not worry a dang thing. Or am I looking at them the wrong way around? Satisfaction, no, production is what we can meet, and satisfaction, it's the right way around. It's the right way around. We can do it. I just don't know why we had that flash of power a minute ago. So if I do want to make this stuff like run a little more efficiently, I can put in these things. Energy consumption goes down. That's about it. Which is not something we really need. Right. Wasn't all of this in pursuit of powering an electric furnace? Because there was something... Lithium. Oh, finally. Let's do it. Yay! Next step. Next step, right? How many do I have to make? How many do I have to make? Oh my god. Cryogenic science? Cryogenic plant. Oh my god. Okay. Where is the plate thing? Or maybe we've already done that. Craft. Okay, so it unlocked. I just missed it for some reason. So now we get whatever the heck that is, which I can make with what's on here. Oh, superconductors and lithium. I've got to go get stuff from another planet. I've got to go get stuff from another planet now. Interesting. Right, now how's our... Oh, I've made a mistake. Now that we have that there... Yep. Let's check it's done right. Okay. Now we'll start making our stockpile. Right, that thing isn't falling behind. This thing is bottlenecked by that. So this one also wants speed. Now, that's going to produce a heck of a lot more ice. But it looks like we're just about keeping on top of it. Okay, don't worry about the noise. You're backed up. We never added a tank for that. I think a tank for the crude oil might have been smart. That would be quite easy to add. Can I flip it like horizontally? No. Vertically, no. Because the tank would put the output on the wrong side. I think I know what to do, though. I think I know what to do. Okay, so this can be put anywhere, right? I'm going to put that there. We're going to put a tank here. It needs a heating pipe touching it. Can I get away with one more? I can't. Okay, now it's unfrozen. Then we're going to go there. And we're going to put in a regular pipe here. Now we've got a stockpile of crude oil to pull from. So we're solid there. And then this thing's going pretty good. And it looks like their speeds are very similar. So if I do that, I might just align the speeds, right? Yeah, there you go. Their speeds are now sort of aligned. Okay. This thing, how much water we got? I don't think we need any modules here. So here's what I'm thinking now. Is that we want this to kind of be like a self-sufficient little system. These things use power, don't they? They're just being touched by that one. I see. Okay. So we've got a nice little self-sufficient block that I think we could go put somewhere else. We can pull heat off of it. It's creating a stockpile of rocket fuel. That's good. So it's like this bit here could possibly be scaled up in another design, but we're not going to do that right now. I'm gonna halve the amount of power. Okay, and then I want to create like I want this to be an independent module that then helps the rest of the factory get going. So I was thinking that the heat pipe could go alongside one of these to another turbine that's on a different network, like that, and then start to do stuff over here. But you'd still need heat. You'd still need heat. So yeah, I think you need a bunch of these to feed heat in, but then you might want to separate power so that this thing stays self-sustainable. So as you add other stuff, you don't then go and accidentally kind of undo yourself. Right? Like you undermine your own production or something along those lines. So yeah, that is our design. It could probably be a little bit more compact. And if I'd have known, I probably would have doubled up here, so that this thing could stockpile a little faster. But I think that's it, right? That's a pretty good place to pause. X, when you put down new heat pipes, the tower heats them up, and therefore the sudden drop in temperature in the tower occurs. Ah, yeah. Matty says, do you really need a crude oil tank though? Probably not, but in my mind it's like, if something goes wrong and you're trying to get stuff firing again, like having a stockpile of it here, you know, you could just get rid of the pump jack and in comes. Same for these ones. So it's kind of just a nice thing to know that it's stockpiled. Like this thing stashes some solid fuel. If I wanted to, I could create a stockpile of that as well, right? Might have to rejiggle some things here, but then I could have... I think I might do that, actually. I think I might have a stockpile of that as well. Now, apparently this thing worked diagonally, right? So... no, that won't reach the one I want it to reach. That... I'm overthinking it, I think. Like, if I just put one here, that'll reach everything. Oh, yeah. That's why we did that. Yeah, right. So now I can stockpile this. In fact, I don't even need that now, do I? Yeah, so I should just go... Put that like that. Oh. Whoops. There you go. And then if I want to stockpile some more, you know, I'm just going to leave it like that. So we'll continuously produce that stuff. Then we've got a load of that sitting to feed into there. I just like the idea because we're at the hard part of the game, so we want to make sure that we're on top of stuff. Okay, now what I need to craft. Oh look, there's new stuff to check out. So we got this material, we got that material. Can I put them down here as notes? Can I put fluids down? I can't select the fluid. Be nice to just remember I've got to focus on those things. So fluorine, I think, came out of the vent. Lithium we've been mining. We've got to make lithium plates. We've done that. That's the thing we want. Cryogenic plant. That'll be interesting to play around with. So we've got a cryogenic plant. Wasn't there something else highlighted, or was that it? So if I want to make the cryogenic plant, I need to set up an assembler. And I like the idea of bringing the supplies to me through the ship. But maybe... No, I can't send lithium up yet. I haven't got a rocket down here. Rocket station or whatever. So I need to bring processing units, superconductors, refined concrete, and hollium plates. The hollium plates are for something down here. Lithium. Ah! Yeah, okay. And then I think maybe lithium plate is the thing we export. Right, so if we got the rocket fuel here, we need to make low density structure and blue chips to get off of the planet. I'm not seeing the tech tree that leads us off of the planet yet. I don't see that anywhere. If we go back over to here, right, I have to make that, but I don't see a recipe for it. Ice, lithium. Okay, so you have to import them. Right. So I'm going to need to make a ship to bring all the rocket stuff back. Okay. That is a lot of logistics. That's a lot of stuff to think about. And that is, I guess, it makes sense because the other 3 planets all gave you a way to do the rockets. Like, this one doesn't have to follow that conformity. You're now in a harder challenge. So yeah, you got to bring that stuff in. I get it. So I don't... I might want... No, I can't go off the planet. I can't go back to the ship yet. So this ship's got to survive a trip. And it's ready to go. So we're going to send it to Fulgora to pick up some supplies. And then I'm going to have to plan the rest of the stuff, right? Let's add a little section to remind me. I need to go pick up... not those, but the things we used to make them. So processing units, superconductors, refined concrete. Processing units, superconductors, refined concrete. I'm also going to need to ship in low density structure. Then I'm going to need to ship in, not rocket fuel, we actually make that on the planet. That's good. The blue chips. And I guess I need a rocket silo. Or I need to bring the things to craft a rocket silo. So I need to bring steel, electric, pipe, and concrete. Steel, electric, pipe, and concrete. Pipe. Wow. There is a lot to prepare and plan for now, isn't there? You may also craft it on Aquilo. Wait, we got conflicting messages in chat. Oh, Holium! I almost forgot that. X, you can only craft cryogenic plants on Aquilo. Alright, you have to craft it on the planet. Now, they added some stuff in the game, I noticed, with like gravity and the solar panel stuff. And although it's sort of there, I feel like I didn't really click with it. Let me show you what I mean. If we go to the space map, like the planet... Oh, no. The planets have like properties. So there's a magnetic field. Solar power and atmosphere, pressure, gravity. Like, and these things then go and affect something else. So it might be like you can only craft this item in a particular environment. Where are we looking at? Over here? It does say crafted on now that I look. There it is. Magnetic field greater than or equal to 99%. There's a couple of things, maybe it wasn't these, there's a couple of things I came up against where it was like, oh, I can't do that because of gravity or whatever. But here, now, maybe it's now that I'm looking for it, I can see that you can only craft it on that planet. But there was something I came across where it was like, oh, this thing, I can't do it here because of gravity or something? Yeah, it felt like it would have been nicer for a way to be more clear. There's just so much information to absorb in this game. It's crazy. Look at that, though. Stash of rocket fuel slowly being produced. I think we're going to have to make a design of this that will pump out way more rocket fuel. And we're building up a stash of solid fuel in reserve. Cool. That's where I'm going to wrap it up today, peeps. Stick around if you'd like to be a part of a raid. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for helping, by the way. Like, going to these new planets has been brutal, and having some help from you in chat has been awesome. If you want to hit the follow button as well, I'll be back again on Friday. That's tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah, Friday, Sunday, Tuesday. Probably going to be 3 Hermitcraft streams in a row. I'm just totally in the mood for Hermitcraft right now. So, yeah, there's that to look forward to. There's going to be no Factorio today, by the way. And since Pixel Riffs raided me last time I was streaming, I'm going to raid him back today. So I'll send you over to him. He's playing some Elden Ring. I hope you have a good time and have a great rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.